This is the Weekly Growl, real talk for a real world. From beard care to brain care, caffeine to confidence, Bayou and Nicholas Z serve it up unfiltered every week. Grab your mug, let's growl.
Is there sound now? Wow, I think I was speaking without my mic turned on. Isn't that crazy? I didn't even realize I had it muted. So I will start again. And como ça va, mes amis? Nicholas isn't here tonight. He had an accident, and let's see. Everybody's saying, do I still have sound? Not have sound? Okay, I think I have sound again. Yeah, okay, good now. All right, very good. Yeah, Nicholas fell and hit his head on a door jamb, and there was blood and stuff, and paramedics and EMTs had to come out and see about him. And it's just been a rash of head injuries going on lately. I don't know what's up with that. But thank everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you stay with me for the whole program. Tonight's program is brought to you by the letter Q and the number 7. It could happen. And, well, first of all, I'll let you guys know tonight's brew is Kirkland House Blend. It's right between a medium and a dark roast. And I have, of course, I used stevia monk fruit to sweeten it. And Italian sweet creamer, sugar-free, of course. And yeah, it's good. And yes, thank you, Jeffrey. Healing vibes, prayers, thoughts, vibes, everything. And hey, you never know. Maybe Nicholas will join us in the audience, the comment section. And tonight's brew is water. Yeah, buddy. And good evening, Frankie J. What's happening, buddy? But yeah, as always, I've got my trusty jug of fruit punch. This is the real thing here. This is the actual Crystal Light. For those of you who missed it Sunday night, I think I said something about it on the stream with Dagan. Aldi changed their formula for their fruit punch. And I read online about it because I Googled about it and everything. And something about they got away from red dye number 40, which has never frightened me because I'm Gen X. I grew up drinking water from the water hose, riding in the back of pickup trucks while sitting in a desk. Yes, I did that. And And then, oh, there's my brother from another mother getting ziggy with it. All righty, cool deal. But yeah, I slept in a crib that was painted with lead paint, all that whole 9 yards. So red dye number 40 doesn't frighten me in the least. But they went to natural fruit juices for coloring. There's no actual fruit juice in it, but they use it for color. I don't know. That's beyond me, but it tastes like crap. It's got too much of a citric taste to it. I don't know what's up with that. Well, yeah, it's good they got rid of Red 40 for you younger folks who you probably can't handle it as well. But you know, us older folks, we used to eat dirt, and that's right, Michael. We grew up on Red 40. In fact, some of us, I think it's in our DNA. But anyway, so unfortunately, I don't have a guest scheduled tonight. I have a guest scheduled next week, and it'll be quite a treat. I'm not going to let it slip just yet. But we've got an old friend, a good friend, who's going to be here next week. But anyway, how was everybody's weekend? You guys do anything special? Have any kind of fun? Pretty much kind of our head injury this time. Yeah, I used to say the same thing, but then I got my weekends back. But since our friends have been staying with us while their house is almost ready, and Sunday was a mad dash, going to church, and then had to hurry back to the house, change clothes, and then go ride to Washington to pick up, we picked up the wine cooler that we had to return to Best Buy and then pick up a dryer. My dryer has officially died over here at the house. So it has been really, really bad. Not fun. And hello, Will. I have a bump on my head. Thought I'd jump in and say hi. Well, hello. So glad you could join in. And Michael's telling me I have no sound. Let me see. Okay, well, it sounds like I have it. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been rough without a dryer here. And we live in an apartment complex, and they do have a laundry facility, but I would say it looks rather ghetto. But I've been to laundry facilities in the ghetto, in the hood and whatnot, and they were much nicer. So drying my clothes over there is kind of like not an option because there's, I think, 8 machines and only 2 of them were working last I checked. So we've got the dryer back over here, got it installed. I'm able to do laundry at will. Yay! So that's very good. And yep, sipping on a nice warm cup of coffee. It's very good. Very good. And I was going to tell you guys, okay, so my producer is not here also. My wife's had a migraine that has lasted 5 or 6 days, give or take. She went to see her doctor this morning, but anyway, she's staying at our daughter's because our daughter had a ladder fall. A 12-foot step ladder fell and cracked her in the head and split her head open. And another one of those head injuries I keep talking about. So yeah, fun times. She's over there playing nursemaid and trying to get rid of her headache. And I'm here. I have the whole apartment to myself. Well, me and the cats, but they're not making a whole lot of noise, thankfully. I'm sure once I turn off the lights to go to bed. But anyway, so that's what has been the excitement for the week. And hey, also on a health update, got a phone call today from the gastro clinic, and my biopsy results came in. I had a colonoscopy a couple of weeks ago to go in and remove a mass, a lesion in my sigmoid colon that looked suspicious. Well, the biopsy results came in today, and it was benign. I knew it all the time. And okay, Zig, you want to know, is $150 a good deal for AirPod Pro 2? That is cheaper than retail, Brian. Yes, that is a good deal, especially if it's the AirPod Pro 2s with the USB-C charging port on them. Oh, okay, Nick. Okay. I was wondering who Coley Rabe was. Yes, okay, so mystery solved. Yes, we're glad to see you in here in the comments, Nick. We hope you're doing better. Sending thoughts, prayers, and healing vibes and all that stuff. And we're continuing on with everything. Boy, if only Dagan could be here to enjoy a cup of coffee with me. But yeah, so I'm feeling pretty stoked about that. I knew it all the time, though. You know, just I had to go I went to see the cardiology nurse Monday. I guess they were checking to see how I'm doing because they put me on a couple of new prescriptions, and everything's groovy cool with that. And most of you guys in the audience here are a little younger than me. Some are my age and older, but for all of you guys, if you haven't had a checkup in the last, 5 years, I remember being young and thinking I was bulletproof. Go get a checkup. Go get it done. It doesn't sound like it's very much fun, but you might, if there's anything that's potentially wrong, if you catch it early, it's treatable. And okay, Ziggy, your screen is cracked from Nip bumping it with his big old head. Okay, and Dagan is enjoying the brew, just doesn't want to confess the show. Yeah, I could have invited Dagan to be my guest co-host, but then, it feel really like a lot like Sunday. But, and I don't see Dagan anywhere in the comments, so maybe he's actually drinking that coffee like you said. And yep, glad Nick is okay. I had an old high school above his head and freeze to death in the winter. Okay. Yeah, that sounds kind of harsh, but hey, man, stranger things have happened, I'm sure. But yeah, guys and gals, if there are any gals watching, go get a checkup. Go get it done. You'll thank me later, because if anything has the potential to go wrong, the longer you wait, the worse it gets. And that's all I have to say about that. But anyway, okay. Oh, wait, I've posted that comment already. It's like 30 degrees here, Celsius. Yeah. Duh. Yeah. Ziggy is my older brother from another mother, and he's over there in Malaysia. Don't ask me where in Malaysia because I don't remember. And of course, I see who just popped into the comments, into the chat, and I'm looking for, okay, here we go.
Howdy, partner.
Yeah. Howdy, Ellie, and thank you. Okay, and my producer is here in the comments. She's not here physically with me, and life is just not the same. I had to go make my own cup of coffee, and it's a hard knock life, man. I miss my coffee being brought to me during the middle of the stream, you know, and it's just so rough on me. You folks should feel sorry for me. Don't have pity. Just send donations. No, I'm kidding. Now, hey, I don't know if any of you guys noticed this, but I pinned at the top of the comments right before the stream started my spread shop. I'm now selling my own merchandise, Bayou Lifestyle, which it's pretty cool looking stuff. I like to think. I created some of it myself. And yeah, as soon as I have some free money, I'm going to get some of my own junk and wear it and advertise it and support it. But if you'd like to look stylish and cool, although we don't have berets in stock yet, I don't think. But I'll check on that, see if they'll get berets. That could be cool. And yes, this is a good cup of coffee. But yeah, all I can say about the designs on that apparel and that gear is they're great. Yes, they are. I am not biased at all. Never. No. But yeah, I've got a little bit of a construction project ahead of me. And actually, no, it's not really construction, more like a destruction project. You know what, Ellie? That is an excellent idea. This makeup table that's right beside my desk, man, I could fit a K-cup machine on there perfectly. I mean, I don't need to use that mirror, that mirror drawer that comes out. And she's not here to throw anything at me. You missed me, fish. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a destruction job. My desk is in the way right now, right here where it sits. It's in the way. But when I'm not online, when I'm not on air, I push it up against the wall. My desk has wheels on the bottom of it. It's a really cool invention, man. But my tripod for my camera and one of my ring lights, it sits on my desk, so it has a tendency to fall. What I plan on doing yeah. All right, Randy, I gotta run. Yes, have a super great week, Randy. Glad you stopped in. Thank you so much. And if you haven't hit that like button, please do. But yeah, my tripod falls a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole in the desk and just put my tripod in the hole, and that way it moves with the desk. Yeah, what's up with that? 10 watching, but only 3 likes? Man, tough crowd in here. Very tough crowd. But anyway, yeah. And I didn't think to ask Nicholas about that, if he's got a concussion or not. I know my daughter was concussed from her little run-in with the ladder last week. So I don't know. I hope for his sake he's not, because that can be no fun. And what are we talking about? Looks like weather beard wash, Jeffrey. I don't know what you're talking about, guys, but oh, what are the two square bottles behind me? Just behind my right shoulder. Yes. Weather beard conditioner and beard wash. These are two dead soldiers, but actually I have a little bit left in travel bottles in the shower, using them sparingly, very sparingly. And then I'm also putting to good use American Classic beard wash, which is really, really good. I'm going to do a video for it soon, because you will be amazed at how little it takes to wash my beard when I use American Classic. I'm not exaggerating. Just a little tiny drop in my hand washes my beard quite well. For those of you with shorter beards, it'd probably be less for you. But hey, you could use it as beard wash, wash your hair, body wash, everything. And it really does a great job. I really like it. But then again, I'm kind of partial to all of the products that Shade creates, because he makes some really good products. I mean, he researched it enough, and it's some really good products made with quality ingredients. That's the main thing I think that makes his products stand out from the rest. And this man mane here is not so easily tamed because of the lack of color. Okay. And yeah, what Ellie said, he used the ancient magic of the Appalachians. Yes, I think he did, Ellie. I think he did. But yeah, he researches his stuff a lot. And, you know, he's particular about where he buys his ingredients. You know, he doesn't just go to any five and dime place and say, oh, you got that? Give me some. No, he's pretty particular about it. Wish I could say the same for everybody, but, you know, especially the big box stores that sell the mass-produced stuff. But I'm not mentioning any names, but man, I love their bourbon, their Buffalo Trace bourbon scent. Love the scent, hate the products, but love the scent, and then some. But yes, indeed. So yeah, that's a beard wash. If there are any other questions about what I got back there, like for instance, this right here, I want to give away on Instagram. I don't remember who it was, but yeah, can you see this? It's straight out the humidor, Death Western Woods. He came up with this idea of some really cool coasters. And then, of course, here's a little rack for them. Although it looks like, yeah, it looks like they're in here backwards. That wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, these are some great coasters, and they're solid. Feels like metal or something. Each one is a little different, but they are really, really cool. And of course, I don't use them because they are really, really cool. They're too cool for me to want to allow them to get damaged or dirty. And yeah, I'm sorry, folks. It's bugging me. I had to rearrange them properly in the rack. Although, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they were the right way in the rack. I don't know. It looks like this rack is very confused. And then again, so am I. Oh, now I see the issue. The rack was right-ish. The rack was put together. Yeah, see this? I didn't glue these pieces together or anything. So the rack probably was knocked down. And yes, thank you, producer Carla. This moment has been brought to you by OCD. Yes, because somebody didn't put this back together properly. And that's why my coasters were fitting so awkwardly in it. And yeah, it's killing me. But I mean, what'd you say, Ryan? You should oh, bite me. And hey, Mark Johnson, what's going on, buddy? But yeah, now my coasters are fixed. Well, the rack is fixed. I just need to put the coasters back in properly. And can't remember the guy's name, but you know, I'm horrible with names. But he is also a brother of the Leaf. And for those of you that don't know what that is, he is an avid cigar smoker. And that hence the straight out of the humidor. Yeah. And yes, I am. Well, I used to be a very avid cigar smoker, but hard times have fallen upon me, and that's a habit that's just a little too expensive for me to enjoy as much as I used to once upon a time ago. But I still like to from time to time, and you know, it happens. Okay, what is producer Carla's note? Hide all distractions prior. Yeah, well, she's not here, buddy, so she can't hide my distractions. Yes, but it made for an interesting conversation topic. And oh yeah, since I'm here all by myself, I get to leave the bedroom door open. So now my cat Smokey can't beat on the door because the door's open. Yeah, he does that. He beats on the door if I close it and he's outside. And then he beats on the door if I close it and he's stuck inside. He doesn't like closed doors. Okay, you guys are having too much fun in the comments here, okay? But yeah, and when I don't open the door, finally, when he gets tired of beating on the door when he's in the room here with me, he'll come jump up on me and just let me know, hey, I want to go out of the room. But anyway, moving right along, I don't have any new gear reviews or anything to tell you guys about because, well, yeah, I've been tied up with a lot of other stuff and I haven't acquired any new toys recently that I can remember other than my, well, I got that for Christmas. I got a PlayStation Portal for Christmas, which is just amazing. For those of you gamers out there, I don't know if there are very many of you out there, but if you're out there, the Portal is cool. But of course, Xbox, Microsoft, they're coming out with their answer to the PlayStation Portal. And for those of you who don't know what a PlayStation Portal is, it's basically a portable unit to play your PlayStation 5 games on, but you have to leave your PlayStation 5 in rest mode at home, and anywhere that you have a Wi-Fi connection, a good Wi-Fi connection, you can play your games on the Portal. Well, of course, Xbox, the direct competitor, they're coming out with their own version of a remote portable play model. And although that thing's going to be, I think my daughter told me like $800, $900, something like that, something stupid. But it will support live streaming. Well, it will support streaming. That's one thing the PlayStation Portal doesn't do. It doesn't support streaming. So you can play all the games you want, but you can't watch movies. You can't watch videos. You can't surf the internet, anything like that. But I like it. I was an Xbox fan since the first generation a gazillion years ago because I loved to play John Madden football. And then it was Bill Walsh's college football. And God, this is going all the way back to Sega Genesis days. Yes, I'm that old, but yeah, Allie. Well, you know, there's a reason why I'm Game Gear cool. My daughter's a manager at GameStop, so being the financially challenged individual that I am most of the time, I don't really care much for paying full price. Well, I don't care for paying full price for anything at all, and my daughter helps me with that. She assists me. She catches things on sale and so on and so forth. But if you looked at your calendars, have you looked at your calendars? Guess what? It's August. Yes, it is August. What does that mean? Some of you don't care, other than you think, it means that it's really hot temperatures. It means football is almost here. Are you guys as excited as I am? I'm not really that excited, but hey, it's been a long 9 months. We have the preseason, the NFL preseason starting, which has never really excited me because, okay, I'm a Saints fan, have been, it's kind of by birth. And it seems like every year the New Orleans Saints, if they do great in the preseason, they have a crappy season. If they do horribly in the preseason, they have a good season. So I don't get too excited about it. But I'm getting a little excited this year. We got the potential to have a pretty good team. And then, of course, college football has always been my thing. And, yep, that's right, Allie. Halloween decorations going to start getting prepared. Exactly. And, yeah, Ziggy, you haven't been able to get any enthusiasm back since things got so political in NFL. Yes, and Carla's saying, yes, we can watch now. Maybe. We're hopeful this year we can watch because we got an antenna that hopefully will catch the broadcasts of the games because I haven't had cable in 10 or 15 years now because it's worthless as far as I'm concerned. But they want you to be able to sign in with your provider to be able to watch the stuff that's on air for free. But I'm an LSU fan also, even though I got bored with LSU football last year. I don't know. I think I'm getting bored with a lot of things, and I'm hoping that I won't get bored with it this year because it's just something fun to do, something fun to watch, a good reason to cook. Well, not that we need any good reason to cook good food, but it's a good reason to invite friends over to enjoy some of the good food that we cook. And hey, Mark, around here, you don't have to watch football or even be a football fan. When we do our football Sunday parties, you come over for the eating, man. The football game is kind of secondary, but the food is where it's at. And I'm hoping we will continue that tradition this year. The last few years, it's kind of been hit or miss with us because of transitional phases we have been in our lives. But I'm hoping that this year we can have some good meals. And then, of course, when the temperatures start cooling down, yes, allegedly, no, not allegedly, temperatures do cool down in South Louisiana.
It might happen. Sure. And monkeys might fly out of my butt.
Yeah. I'll cook a big pot of gumbo. And yeah, gumbo is good. I like gumbo. Yeah, well, believe you me, Mark, you would enjoy the food. You would definitely enjoy the food, and especially when I cook gumbo, because I cook man gumbo. It's boneless. I hate having to pick bones out of my gumbo. I make my gumbo with chicken breast tenders, the tenderloins, really good. Hot sausage, andouille, which is a Cajun sausage, tasso, which is the Cajun version of salt pork, and that's about it. But yeah, it's I make well, I can't say that it's award-winning gumbo because it hasn't won any awards. But then again, it's only entered one competition that was rigged anyway. Yeah, he don't care about that foosball. That foosball, the work of the devil. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that this fall. And man, I haven't been anywhere recently, so I haven't had any gumbo, which it's not that big a deal because I don't believe in eating gumbo at a restaurant because their gumbo usually sucks. But I had gumbo somewhere recently. I just don't remember, and it was almost okay. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't my gumbo. Oh, it's from I think it was from a little restaurant somewhere around here. And like I said, it was pretty good. It was okay. But yeah. That's right. My mama always said life was like a box of turnips. No, I don't want to get any copyright strikes. No, I don't think I would get that. But yeah, so gumbo weather, football season, gumbo season, football weather. In fact, there was a debate on the app that I formerly used to be so gung-ho about, Flip, about what's your favorite season. And I told him football and gumbo. Yes. Okay, it was Rachel's. Yeah, Rachel's is this little restaurant basically across the street and down a piece from us that they have some pretty good food. Have really good food, but their portions are so small and you don't get what you pay for. And if any of you have ever met me in person, I'm not a tiny guy, and neither is my appetite. And yeah, perhaps I eat just a little bit more than the average human being, but it takes a lot to build a body like this and to maintain it. But anyway, yeah, I know, wrong mama, Will. I know. But mamas will always be mamas because mamas don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. And let's see, got to hook up with some recipes from one of the security guards at my job. He's born and bred by, well, okay. He must not be true Cajun, Ellie, because true Cajuns, true cooks, we don't have recipes. We have ingredient lists because we don't follow recipes. You go to make, for instance, a pot of spaghetti. Well, you fry up your tomato paste. How much? However much looks appropriate. You fry that up. You're going to put that into your pot with some tomato sauce. How much? However much looks about right. Well, you're going to brown some ground beef. You're going to brown some Italian sausage. How much? Well, however much looks to be right. You're going to put in some Italian seasoning. How much? However much looks to be about right. Like I said, we have ingredient lists. We don't have recipes. Now, some folks can cook amazingly off of recipes. My wife's best friend, God rest her soul, she was a baker, but she would follow a recipe to the T. But good God, that woman could bake. Man, any kind of dessert. You just gave her the recipe. Like I said, she'd follow to the T, but she'd make it so damn good. Oh, man, I miss her baking. And my wife misses her friendship too, but that's right. That's right, Ellie. Measurements don't matter. It's the ingredients, definitely. Because that's how we do around here. I don't measure anything. Well, I take that back. I do measure the scoops of coffee because I have been known to over coffee the coffee from time to time, you know. When you put a spoon in to stir it and a spoon sticks, it stands up by itself. Yeah, it might be a little too much. That's just gotta suck, Ziggy. The land of noodles, the spaghetti sucks. Yeah, well, you know, you're in the land of noodles, not in the land of spaghetti sauce. I don't think there's any Italian folks over there. And Michael, how much is about right? It's kind of like a Harley Davidson thing. If you have to ask, you wouldn't understand. And hey, what's going on, Born Bearded? I think I knew your real name recently. I think I've seen you. But hey, I'm glad you joined us tonight. I'm horrible with names. Please forgive me. And I was horrible with name. Dave. Yes, Dave's not here. Oh, that's a sound effect I need to make. Yes, listen to the spirits of the ancestors. That's right. Definitely. But yeah, you need to. I'm sure there's absolutely zero Italian influence in Asia. So yeah, the spaghetti probably does suck there. It's not their fault. They just don't know. And I don't think Ziggy's really going to be the one to teach them. He, not saying he can't cook, but you know, where he lives, I've seen his apartment. I've seen the video and the pictures, and he has this little 2-burner grill, I guess you could call it, inside his apartment. And then he showed me, he opens up the cabinet, and underneath is this rusty, crusty, ugly looking propane bottle. That's what powers the grill. So yeah, he doesn't cook it in his apartment. He just if it's not microwavable, he just eats out. And according to him, it's so much cheaper to eat out over there when you're American and have American dollars. I personally don't know. I haven't visited because I don't like flying. And I don't like flying because I don't like the TSA. I have no problem with the planes and everything. It's just all the crap you have to go through just to board the airplane. Like just the fact that you have to show up, what is it, like 2 hours before your flight's supposed to depart? I'm not a very punctual person. I never have been. The only time I was ever early for anything was to get born. In fact, I'm going to make arrangements when I die. I'm going to have arrangements made that to be late for my own funeral. I will get the last laugh. All right. Well, Dave, I'm so glad you stopped in. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a super, super great week. Thanks for coming by. Hope to see you again, most definitely. And okay, what are you saying about you don't have a microwave, only a toaster and a kettle? Matching set. Don't you know? Okay. Oh, so you're not even nuking your ramen noodles. You're just boiling them. Okay. Whatever, man. Yeah, good deal. Good eating, too. Now, hey, y'all. If you've been watching Dagan and I stream on Sunday nights, Dagan's been doing soap giveaways lately. And right now I'm testing out a soap that if I can get my hands on more of it, I can do giveaways. And it's pretty good. It's not as good. Oh, what'd you say, Michael? She legally named him David, dude. That's kind of funny, dude. But yeah, if I can get my hands on this soap, I'm going to do some soap giveaways here because I like to smell good, man. What can I say? I like to be clean, and it's not as good as the Kingfisher soap that Michael turned me on to. Oh man, that stuff smells so good. And I finally used all of it. There's just like a little sliver left. Not enough it'll get lost in the washcloth. So I'm using this new soap. It's Amish soap, or that's what they advertise it to be. And what you talking about? The bucket noodles. Pour hot water in. Okay. It's spicier than Cajun. Yeah, but what kind of spice is it, buddy? That's what you have to question. But, to each his own. When in Rome, all that kind of stuff. And I probably don't want to know what's in there. Well, and you probably don't either because
you can't handle the truth.
Yeah, sad but true. Very sad, but very true. But anyway, because
Shazam!
It's amazing. Yeah, time to throw it away. Yes. Actually, no, Michael, it's not time to throw it away. Because what I'm going to do is I'm trying to keep all of my soap scraps, and I'm going to put them in some type of container. I don't know yet what kind, and heat it up and mix them up together and make my own bar of soap. And it'll just be a conglomeration of soaps. And hey, it's making the most out of everything. No, I'm not that cheap, but it sounded like a really cool idea. Somebody told me about it recently. Okay, several months back. I don't know how long ago, but they said, oh yeah, why don't you get one of those wax melters, and you can just put all your soap slivers in there, heat them up, and then make you a new bar of soap. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. That sounds like a cool project. I just don't have enough soap scraps to do that with, but I will sooner or later. And I think it will. In fact, I may do a video on. Okay, I will do a video on it. When I do get around to doing that, I'm going to film the whole process because that's one of my next things that I want to do is I'm going to start videoing at-home tricks. Yes, dear. It's going to be confusion soap. And Michael, you're not that cheap. You're just thrifty like me. But yeah, my next project that I want to video is the making of my own, and I like to call it Bayou Puri. You guys are familiar with poopery? Well, I make my own, and I call it Bayou Puri. Sounds cool, doesn't it? And it's very easy to make. You got to make it just right. Otherwise, it doesn't work as well. And I think the problem was the very first batch I made. It was the first batch, first and foremost. Secondly, I didn't put in enough fragrance oils into it for it to smell really good. Plus, I put it in an old bottle of poopery, so it still had, even though I soaked the bottle for, I don't know, about an hour or so in hot water, maybe less, it didn't soak long enough to get the smell out of it, to get the scent out of it from the poopery, and the scent was just in the bottle. It wasn't in the liquid. So it didn't work that well. But then again, I'm a pretty tough competitor when it comes to poopery. I've beaten it multiple times. But I'm going to make a batch of Bayou Puri, and I'm going to do a video on it. And you guys can see how you can make it at home yourself and you save a lot of money because, man, that stuff is not cheap. I want to say it's almost $10 or more for a bottle of that crap. And I was like, oh, hell no. Yeah. Okay, now what you saying? You believe you missed the opportunity when I announced that you're alone? So you Bayou Self? That's right, I'm Bayou Self, the loneliest Bayou in the world. And of course, my wife wants me to tell all you guys what she wanted to name it, and I don't remember actually. I've already forgotten what she wanted to name it, but it was something that was inappropriate. Something I didn't like. Let's put it that way. It didn't jive with me. It didn't roll off the tongue. That's right. Gotta be dank to cut through that stank. That's why you use Bayou Peru. Bayou Paris. Oh, yeah. She wants to call it poo poo on the bayou. We're not poo pooing on me. No. Not yet. Yeah. Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture in time. Yeah, my wife is not a well person sometimes. Obviously, she married me. It just makes you go, yes. Yes, Carla Oakway, inappropriate. It happens, dude. It just, man, you know. And damn, I was going to play a sound effect for that, but I just don't know what to play. Oh, I could just. Or actually, more like. And that was brought to you by the National Mime Association. Yes, and that was tonight's bit of sketch comedy for all of you lovely, wonderful people in my audience. And then one last one, if I can find it. Man, it's difficult finding my my sound effects on my computer, because I put too many on one soundboard, because I tend to use most of them, if not all of them. And yeah, it makes me wonder.
Did I do that?
Yeah, I can't find it. Oh, well, heck. Oh, well. Oh, that's the sound effect I wanted to play.
I'll knock your brains out if you had any.
That's right. Oh, and there's the coffee man himself. Yes, he finally arrived. Oh, okay, Brian. Okay, Ziggy, sketch comedy's supposed to be funny, though. I'm sorry. The only jokes that I know are my family. Oh, but I'm bumps. Oh, wait. I was supposed to hit. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, Dagan, sorry that you had family stuff come up, because I could have used you as my guest host since Nicholas couldn't make it. But hey, it's all good. I'm winging it tonight on a wing and a prayer, because like a prayer. Wait, isn't that a Madonna song? Duh, yes, it is. But yeah, we're winging it. And of course, we've had plenty of audience participation tonight, which just makes me so happy, guys. It just warms my heart. My heart that has 60% blockage on the left side and 40% blockage on the right side. And anyway, my heart is fine enough. And it's it, and that's that, and so on and so forth. But yep. And I guess I'll have to go the full 5 more minutes to make it an hour, since Dagan just dropped in. And okay, folks, let's talk about some really funny stuff. So y'all bring up something really funny so Dagan can be entertained. Yes. Yes, Ziggy, maybe you get invited to be a guest host one day and everybody be able to see the view off of your well, hey, man, you don't have to be invited to be a guest host. You could just be a guest, but you have to let me know that you're interested in that, and make sure that you set your stuff up, because Not saying that you're going to do it amateurishly, but we wouldn't want any feedback. Dude, where is that sound coming from? It might be coming from my phone. I'm not sure, but I hear something through my earphone. It may be coming off my phone. But anyway, yeah. So we have a guest scheduled next week, Ziggy. So next week is out for you. We got to be present in the chat. I've been in the streams where nobody chats. Honk shoe, honk shoe. Not exactly sure what honk shoe is, but yeah. Okay, so perhaps week after next, Ziggy, you could be our guest. And if Nicholas can't make it next Tuesday, well, then you will be my guest host. And if you guys didn't catch last week's, yes, Dagan, I didn't announce who the guest is next week. Okay, I saved it till the end. Next week's guest is, oh, wait. Tyson from Copper Johns. And Tyson is going to be here not to speak about Copper Johns, but to speak about men's mental health. And I don't know if you guys watch or follow any of his social media, but Tyson and I can't think of the guy's name, and Pete, they do a lot of silly skits and stuff, but they also do some serious content about men's mental health. And that's one of the concepts that this live stream is built upon and is made to share and provide. So we're going to have Tyson in here next week talking about what's going on within the community and all sorts of cool stuff like that. And we'll just have to wait and see what all he has to talk about. But yeah, I got in touch with him week before last, and we compared schedules, and next Tuesday he will be joining us. And I think it's going to be a heck of a stream. I hope that you all tune in, and for that matter, I hope you all tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend and join us. And we're going to have a good time. And we're going to talk about some serious issues, but we'll keep it lighthearted, and we'll still get to the meat of the matter and tell you what's what. Okay, and Dagan, if you want to be on screen too, we might be able to arrange that. Because yeah, you're about as mental as the rest of them. No, I'm kidding. I'm mental, but Dagan keeps me sane on our Sunday night stream. So, and Nicholas Z is not here to keep me sane tonight, so that's why I'm off the rails. Hi. Actually, no, man. You guys have no idea. This is like my fourth or fifth cup of coffee today. So, and I normally only drink two at most. So, yeah, I might be bouncing off of the ceiling here shortly. And farewell, my love. Got to go take care of our baby girl. Yeah, and don't send me the pictures until her head is healed. I don't want to see that. That's just, I don't like seeing things like that. Because unfortunately, she wasn't able to get stitches because they let her sit and wait so long in the emergency room. She sat for 7 hours bleeding before she got seen at the emergency room. And at that point, they said that they couldn't stitch her up because if the bleeding started anymore, it would apply too much pressure. Along with the concussion, et cetera, et cetera. And yes, I do recall and that was your first review, if I'm not mistaken. You reviewed Copper Johns. But anyhow, we have reached the 1 hour mark, and I did it all by myself but I had a whole lot of help from all you wonderful people. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining in. You made it special. You made it fun. And next week will be fun and special again. And as I like to always say, be kind to everyone you meet. You never know the battle of the person who's fighting in their own head right beside you. A simple hello or a smile, a kind gesture, it could mean the world to someone. So be nice to each other. Why? Because you deserve it. Because it's not a trend. It's a lifestyle. And unfortunately, I don't have my Cajun music to play in the background, but you guys know it. Take care. Love you all. See you soon. And we are going